Welcome back to Shaving Down Under. I'm Doug. It's Friday afternoon. Time for a shave. Got the day off, you little ripper. So today we're going to shave with something that you are all not expecting. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. That's it. Shaving foam. Now I know what you're thinking. What the hell, Doug? What are you doing, Doug? This is not your style, Doug. And you're right, it's not. So last week was my birthday, as some of you know, and you might as well just call her sister-in-law, and her and my partner's mum thought for a joke that they'd give me these as a present. They obviously splashed some serious cash around, and so I'm not going to shave with these guys. 2 blades. The last time I shaved with something like this, 2-blade disposable, was in a hotel room at Melbourne Airport, let's say around 3 or so years ago. Flown back from Singapore, stayed the night over in the hotel at the airport to fly back to Adelaide the next day, and I thought, having a shower and this nice little shower in the hotel room, I might have a shave with this little disposable. And this, I was still using cartridges back then, and like 5-blade cartridges and whatever, and I've got a photo somewhere. I sliced myself up with this little disposable, so I'm not using this stuff. So I'm sure they're better than what I had in the hotel room, but I'll just be giving them away to a charity or something. But I thought, you know what, a lot of fellas shave with this stuff, and I haven't shaved with a foam for decades. Back when I was cartridging for years, I was just using shaving gel, which I found better than foam. So be interested to see how this rolls. I might do one pass, go, no, I've had enough of this, and bail out and grab a little ripper and get that one lathered up. But let's see what happens. Let's go with... Let's go with this 3-piece. Why not? I'm not sold yet. I haven't even thought about this. Yeah, we'll go with this. All right, I'm going to prepare. Get a blade in there. Probably be a Derby Premium, I think. Yeah, we'll see what... I'll just have a rustle around in my drawer, and I'll be back. Okay. Let's do this. Man, I've used this stuff since I was young, man. Maybe in my 20s. I can't remember when I stopped using shaving foam. So long ago. I'm almost unsure how to use it now. Okay. Is that enough? I don't know. No, it's come out pretty thick. It might be too much. I think I used too much. Hope you've all had a good week. You're supposed to rub it in. Oh, I am. There we go. Look at that. Way too much. Just get the old shaving towel. Let's get the shave on the road. So it's a Mueller R89. I think you pronounce it Mueller. I could be wrong. Could just be Mule. Mueller sounds nicer, doesn't it? It's strange not getting the brush out, not having another bowl here to bowl lather with, and as I said, I've got the Derby Premium blading. So it's a pretty modern shave from my point of view. So the shop sale is 100% over and done with. I called the buyer on Wednesday because the landlord just was lacking the intestinal fortitude to call him to tell him what the story was. And then on Thursday, the landlord came in and we did like a put the phone on speaker and we spoke to the buyer. So after the phone call, I did call the buyer back and he was like, nah, this is not going to work. I'm like, yeah, I understand. But he's still coming into town in a couple of weeks' time and he said to the landlord and to me he'll drop in and check things out, so who knows. But I've already made plans. So my best mate, Scotty Rosulio, he knows everybody. He sells wine. He knows a lot of people. And I said to Scotty, Scotty, look, this is what's happening. Told him a couple of weeks ago or a week ago. I said, look, mate, I want out. Look around. If any of your contacts are looking for someone, keep me in mind. So Wednesday night he calls me and he goes, Dougie, I've just texted through a phone number, call that first thing tomorrow morning. I am noticing something already and I'll tell you in a minute. So I made the phone call. And it's for a job in a liquor shop, as I think my American friends would call it. Booze shop here, adult alcohol. No, it's a booze shop in Australia. But they want someone who knows wines and to sell them, and I know my wine. So I zipped down there Thursday morning, had a quick chat to one of the owners. It all went really well. Going back there next Tuesday morning, 10 a.m. to have a chat with the other owner. And if all goes well there, I'll just get some part-time casual work and I'll just stick in there, do both the shop and that job. Got a mate who will fill in for me at the shop. And I'll stick in there until I'm getting decent hours, consistent hours with this new mob, and I'll close up my shop. Now my thoughts so far about the shaving soap, the foam, shaving foam. We'll go with a smaller bit this time. Is compared to shaving creams and shaving soaps that we're used to with a brush and building up either a lather on our face or in a bowl. This stuff doesn't penetrate my whiskers like shaving soap and cream does. I noticed that when I was shaving my chin, that's where I noticed it the most, was it just, my whiskers felt dry and not supple at all. So I know there's a few shaving foams in the Gillette range. I'd imagine this is the base one. Not overly expensive. But you know what? That $2.50 shaving cream I used about a month or so ago, which is a supermarket brand, which is hidden on the bottom shelf in both Coles and Woolworths in Australia. And if they're in Foodland and those IGAs, it's probably in the same position. Far superior. I'm going to make a big call about this stuff too at the end of the shave. I hope you all enjoyed my unboxing video on Wednesday night. I've got a couple of parcels I've got to pick up today. One I definitely know what it is, and I think I know the other, and if I'm completely correct, crackers. This stuff is ordinary. Ordinary. My Leo Wanker moustache. You older Aussies will understand who Leo Wanker is, or was. Well before Hogs became famous as Crocodile Dundee. Now, I am tempted to finish the shave, my last pass with this foam. You know what, it's just so underperforming. It's I'm just not going to do it. Alright, back in a sec. Rightio. This stuff is basic. It's Can't even put the lid on properly. There we go. If you've been shaving recent times with a brush and soap and cream, don't go back. This has reinforced why I've stopped cartridge shaving, commercial shaving, so to speak. So I'm going to go with another brushless, which is in a completely, totally different league. And that is the Tom Ford. So that's it inside. It smells very burnt charcoaly. So I recently used this, as you all know, if you've been following my channel. Ultra expensive. I think it's around 80 Aussie or 80 USD for a tub of this stuff, but you do get amazing results. Feel the menthol just biting in already. Let's finish the shave up. So let's talk a bit of sport, bit of world football, soccer, if you don't want to call it that. So Australia played Japan last night in a World Cup qualifier, which Australia had to win to avoid a very hard road to qualify. And Japan won 2-0. And one fella came off the bench for Japan and kicked 2 goals in the last 5 minutes of the game. Now, I think you're all thinking, so what the? Fair enough. But there is a Brighton connection, and a really big Brighton connection. The Australian goalkeeper, Matty Ryan, who is also the captain, for the first 3 seasons of Brighton moving up into the Premier League, was the goalkeeper for Brighton. And he's since been sold. I think he plays in Spain now. But the big irony of it all is that the Japanese fella who scored 2 goals is actually signed to Brighton. He was signed just before the start of this season and was sent out on loan. So as an Aussie, it was mixed fortunes if you're a Brighton supporter and an Aussie, because you want Australia to do well and qualify for the World Cup. But it was also exciting to see a young fella who signed to Brighton score 2 goals, especially when Brighton are finding it hard to score goals. So as long as he's a permit, he can get a work permit, he'll be coming to Brighton at the end of the season. All right, I'm just going to clean up, people, and we'll wrap up. Okay. in the end, got a couple of little nicks. Probably one of my most unsatisfying shave I've had for a long time. I didn't have a bad shave in the end, but it's not the BBS type of shave I usually give myself. I'm going to wrap this up. This stuff is great if you're 17 years old. 17 to 20, whiskers are still maturing. Let's just say, let's be generous. This is all right up to the age of 25, and after that you've got to grow up and you've got to get the real stuff. And it's got to be, if you can't, you've got to go down this sort of line, and I should use this sometime because I've never used it with my DEs. You either go the shave gel, which is superior shaving soap, or whatever you like to call it, over this, or you go what we're doing, and you buy yourself a nice shaving cream or a nice shave soap and get yourself a brush. Pretty brutal, but it's true. This stuff just really didn't penetrate my whiskers. This is a nice safe bet, a great razor as for a first razor if you're dabbling into the DE world. You can buy cheaper that are similar in this range from Muir and a host of other companies, but Mirka is another. But safe bet, looks nice, and it's nice and mild. Can't go wrong. We're going to finish off with some Bay Rum Splash Drakes from Darwin Shaving. Thomas is a great operator, and in France, but he's a real shave enthusiast. That drives off. I'm going to have a bit more. My partner doesn't like the classic Bay Rum, but I don't care. Oh, this is their interpretation. It's a lot more smokier than your Old Spice, for example. But nice and fresh. Okay, I'll wrap that up. Thank you for all my new subscribers that have come on board, and a bigger thank you to all my subscribers that have stuck around and enjoy watching my videos from time to time. And I love a chat, so please feel free to comment. Throw me a comment if you've used this of late or something similar, or if you think there is a better foam, Gillette foam in the range than this, which I do believe, without doing any research, is the base foam. Okay, I hope you all have a great weekend that's coming up. It's going to be nice weather here in Adelaide, and next weekend I'll be down Kingston, the southeast, so I'll try and get a shave in down there. Amazingly, there is a holiday house right next to the block that we're planning to build on. So we're staying there for 3 nights, and I'll do a shave of some sort, whether it'll be on the block. If there's no neighbours around, I'll have a shave on the block. I may even and if there's no one around, and there won't be, it's sort of off season, I might even get down on the beach for a shave. But we'll play all that by ear. All by ear. Okay, enjoy your weekend. I hope you have a great time, and we'll talk to you on Monday. Ciao for now.